And that's our weather for today, December 29th, 1170. This just in, we have Meredith Gifford reporting live from the Canterbury Cathedral. Tell us, what just happened?
Thank you, Lily. Yes, breaking news. The Archbishop of Canterbury, Thomas Becket, has been found dead this morning inside the Canterbury Cathedral. Here we stand outside of the cathedral, right where he was murdered.
Are there any suspects? Do we know of anyone who might have committed this horrible, senseless crime?
Rumor has it that King Henry II, formerly his best friend, ordered his death. So far, this is the only suspect we have.
Have the investigators discovered a motive?
Yes. 4 knights have been found, their names being Reginald Fitzurse, Hugh de Morville, William de Tracy, and Richard Le Breton. Reports have concluded that one of these knights approached him and struck Becket on the back of the shoulder with the flat of his sword. They may have been sent by the king, but no one knows for sure. What a sad day for individuals across Canterbury. Our wonderful leader demonstrated a life of great virtue. All we have left now is his legacy and the story of Thomas Becket. He passed at the ripe age of 52. As a young man, Becket was very well educated and brilliant. He soon became an agent to our respected brother, Theobald, who was the Archbishop almost 9 years ago. Becket's talents were soon noticed by Henry II, who appointed him Chancellor, and the two grew to be close friends. When Theobald died, Henry made Becket Archbishop in 1162.
King Henry wanted Thomas to become Archbishop for a few reasons. Number 1, Henry hoped that Becket would obey him and toughen up the sentences passed out by church courts. Henry wanted to gain power and land back that Stephen initially gave away to the church. Becket refused to agree with some laws that Henry passed, as he had mentioned might happen. Henry also wrongly accused Thomas of treason and embezzlement. Thomas feared Henry's temper and fled to France for safety in 1164. He remained in exile for 7 years. On December 1st, just several days ago, Becket felt safe to return to Canterbury. Because Thomas was remaining in France for so long and not obeying Henry's command to come back, he sent an envoy to make Thomas move quickly. Thomas took this as an insult, became angry, and excommunicated Henry. Henry probably felt very betrayed and rejected. It is very possible that Henry, in his state of agitation, spoke hurtful things about the troublesome priest that he would regret later. Back to you, Meredith.
Thomas Becket was truly a ruler to be remembered and strived to reflect Christ in his ways. It was even reported that Thomas Becket's last words were those of true bravery and dedication to the Lord. He made the knights swear in the name of God that they would not hurt his people. Becket accepted his death in defense of the church, lifted his hands in prayer, and gave his life to Christ. Oh, what a martyr. Thank you to the following sponsors who have made this newscast possible: Impeccable Poultry, No Foul Play, 2 Seconds Production, and Bake My Day Bakery. Okay, so we're going to be asking some questions about Thomas Becket today. Okay, so our first question is, how do you think Thomas Becket was a martyr, or do you think he wasn't?
I would say that I definitely agree with him standing up for what he believes in, and I think it's important for him to articulate his faith, but I also think it's important for him to understand that politics also influence the church, and whether or not you think that's a good thing, that's up to your own personal opinion. But I think he could have done more for the faith and for his beliefs and his church while being alive. And I think you have to find a balance between compromising your beliefs and being able to carry out more within your lifetime.
Alright, what question are we asking you?
So, what do you think about...
I'm not doing this. Am I actually doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what do you think about Thomas Becket? You can take this.
He's getting interviewed.
Have you not seen this video?
You gotta give me a minute to think.
So, Austin, what do you think about Thomas Becket?
Well, just to let you know, Thomas Becket was the grandfather of the great Obadiah Jacob, one of the founding seniors at Bayshore Christian School. Just the great grandfather. If you need all the information, you can ask him or his brother, Joe Vernon. Austin, can you tell me why it is you're so ugly?
No, Billy totally knows
knows who Thomas Becket is.
I just wanted to ask you, when you wake up in the morning, what makes you such a big turkey? Just me.
I'm gonna give you that. Attaboy. What do you think of Thomas Becket?
That was not necessary.
I think he's pretty cool. He was English, so I think he was English. He was English.
So is that all you know about him?
And now he had a band. But other than that,
He was
and Thomas Becket.
I feel like he's gonna be too historical. Go ahead.
So they're like really good friends, and then he killed the Archbishop of Canterbury.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, so now we're gonna ask this group of people over here. Okay, so do you know anything about Thomas Becket?
A little bit.
Oh, I remember these videos. No, I forgot. Wait.
Yes, I do. Thomas Becket was an American historian from the 18th century. Probably originated out of Japan.
Okay.
He had a band. Did I already say that?
Wasn't he murdered in a chapel? Yeah.
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
you know anything about Thomas Becket?
Were his guts like spewed everywhere?
I heard that somewhere. Okay.
Thomas Becket graduated from Coastal Alabama Community College with a degree in sports medicine.
Okay, I think that's enough from these people.
That's awesome again.
So, who do you think Thomas Becket is?
Thomas Becket was my great-grandfather, who was actually a general in the army in the Civil War. He actually was the leading general in the Battle of Shroot Farms.
What's happening? Hey, thank you. What are y'all doing?
Alright, let's go take.
He was in my way.
He's eating.
That's the funny part.
Hey, come out.
Can we ask you a question?
What is your question?
My question is, what do you know about Thomas Becket?
I don't know anything. I'll just be honest with you.
Okay. What do you know about Thomas Becket?
Was that the first president of the United States, or no? That was the first president of Chad in Africa. I know this to be true. It was in 1979 that Sir Thomas Becket was the president of Chad in Africa. If you need to know anything else, you could probably go ask Wes Cochran. He knows all about that.
And there he is.
Down with capitalist scum.